Cleveland. You've got a day to set your lineups. That game is tomorrow. Pittsburgh coming to town. More on Colin Kaepernick as well. But you need to set your lineup in a hurry. And I thought it'd be a perfect time for some fantasy face-off. Here's the deal. 4 top running backs are ineligible this week. They're on buys. Well, you can't play Saquon. No Aaron Jones, no Chris Carson, and no Derek Henry.
I'm screwed. I got Aaron Jones. I'm going to lose.
Well, just listen up.
All right,
There's one guy sitting on the outside of the rankings on NFL.com at running back this week who I really think deserves to be way up there. It's Tevin Coleman. Since returning from injury in Week 5, he is the 7th highest scoring running back in the league. He scored 6 touchdowns in those 6 games. And let's face it, Matt Breida cannot stay healthy right now. He's dealing with an ankle injury. I feel like Tevin Coleman was going to get more work than ever this weekend. And if he's already a top 10 guy, then he might end up being a top 5 guy, a top 3 guy, given all those studs being on a bye. So let's see how far we want to bring Tevin Coleman up the ranks of NFL.com. All right, starting at the bottom here. So here we've got our guy, Tev. Le'Veon Bell goes to Washington. Great matchup. They're top 3 most generous to the running back spot. But here's the deal. He had an awesome matchup last week as well. He was facing the Giants on home turf-ish. And he had 18 carries for 34 yards. All in favor at the table of moving Tevin Coleman above Le'Veon Bell.
You got to do it. It's Week 11. We've been waiting all season. It's not happening.
That's just from a numeric standpoint.
You're going to pop up. It's just numerically, yeah.
Of course, moving him up.
Back to Good Morning Football. We'll solve it inside the NFL Network newsroom. Corner Vernon Hargreaves came into the league as the 11th overall pick of the 2016 draft.
He took 11 touches away from him in his return, and Kareem Hunt looked good. And now they take on a tough Steelers defense. It's a short week. I will roll with Tevin over our guy, anger runner, Magoo, Mark Ingram. Love him, but I don't love the matchup. And, oh no, I don't know why we have Mark Ingram there. It was Nick Chubb I was talking about. Let's move him up above both of those guys. Sure. Here's the thing with Mark Ingram. He had 9 carries last week. And that's a tough one because Lamar Jackson's doing all the work. It's tough for him to get any love. And against Houston, I don't love it. So I'm going to go above Mark Ingram, above Nick Chubb. And now let's go up against Melvin Gordon.
Okay. Come on, man. Get up there. Melvin sat out for 2 months. Give him a break. Come on, baby.
Above Chubb? Above Gordon?
Yep.
Well, let's talk. Oh,
there he is. There he is.
Flash Gordon.
Nice.
He's going up against the Chiefs. We love the matchup. They bleed fantasy points to the running back position, to every position, really. But I think that we see the Mahomes that we wanted to see, the healthier one. I think he can put up some major points this week. Maybe you see a little bit more of Eckler if game script gets out of hand. Let's not forget Eckler is fully a thing, and he might be used to try to keep pace. This is a defense, by the way, KC, that shut down Dalvin Cook. So I just feel like I like the upside and the more volume given to a guy like Tevin Coleman. Let's pair him up against Alvin Kamara. Anybody?
Where's Alvin Kamara been, Kay?
Well, I don't know. Do you think he's healthy?
I don't know. Coming off the bye, I was expecting big numbers.
Yeah, him and Latavius Murray combined for just 9 carries. It almost seems like what happened with the Packers the week before, giving Aaron Jones the ball 10 times. Not even Aaron Jones, but that whole backfield the ball just 10 times with Jamal Williams there. So I feel like against Tampa Bay, this is not a good matchup. People think it is, but Tampa Bay's defense has been the 2nd toughest against running backs this season. Vita Vea, Devin White, Kamara, it did not look right coming off that ankle injury in my eyes last week. So I don't think he belongs in the top 10, actually. Let's jump him ahead of him. And I'm going to say ahead of Leonard Fournette because at Indy is a tough matchup because, I mean, Leonard has 1 touchdown so far this year. He's up against the Colts, who allowed just 1 touchdown and 3.4 yards per carry since week 2. I'm going to stop at Josh Jacobs because he's got to go up against Cincinnati. This seems like a good spot. So you got to go, I don't know, I'm sure Tevin Coleman's owned, but if you have to, he's not going to help you with your bye weeks. But he needs to be considered in the top 10. Play him because he's already a top 10 guy who's going to be even better this week. What do you guys think?
He gave us that one incredible game. Yeah. You know, it was like the 4-touchdown game. And I feel like a lot of people probably started him the next week and were disappointed. But I think he's got the huge play potential. Like, he's the guy who can bust the 80-yarder. So I always like to start those guys.
Coming off their first loss of the year, you think you might want to get back to what got them there, establish the run it down their throats. That probably seems like a good plan to me. Josh Jacobs, though, I mean, this is the offense.
That's the guy. You start that guy.
Yeah, you're starting that guy over Tevin Coleman. Will Selva's out in the newsroom in Culver City. Will, what's shaking?
Hey, what's going on there, Kay? Well, Seahawks wide receiver Tyler Lockett remaining in a Bay Area hospital following the team's Monday night win over the 49ers, but only as a precaution. Now, head coach Pete Carroll believes the severe swelling in Lockett's leg shouldn't be a big problem going forward and should be ready for Seahawks' next game in Week 12. NFL Network's Tom Pelissero reporting Lockett's injury was a very bad bruise that swelled a lot but did not require surgery. Tom also reporting Raiders defensive back LaMarcus Joyner is expected to miss up to a few weeks with a hamstring injury, but it's not believed to be season-ending. Thus far, he has 40 tackles in 9 games. Their secondary, of course, was already thin with safeties Jonathan Abram and Carl Joseph already on injured reserve. As part of the Eagles Salute to Service Week, players from the team visiting a local VA medical center on Monday where they worked with veterans to help train Tales of Valor service dogs. The program is designed to help both the veteran and the dog. And the Bucs waiving former first-round pick Vernon Hargreaves. The move comes as no surprise after head coach Bruce Arians benched him from a lack of hustle. And remember, back during OTAs, Arians kept Hargreaves out of a session believing he wasn't ready to participate. General manager Jason Light called the move in the best interest of the team. Hargreaves appearing in 26 games in less than 4 seasons with the Bucs. Corner Ryan Smith is the only pick from the Bucs 2016 draft still on the roster. Among those gone now, Noah Spence and Roberto Aguayo. We'll still come here on Good Morning Football. Peter is going full millennial on you. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's time for Cool Plays, bro. That's on the other side. You are watching Good Morning Football.